Hello everybody and welcome back to SkySaga, Make It Real. And as you've just seen, we now have a larger dagger print. So this is actually the parts of the dagger coming together here, and as you can tell by my hands, this thing is actually quite a lot larger than the last one we printed. It is actually around about 1.7 times larger than the old version. So this is actually quite a decent size, and it's starting to fit together really well. This isn't actually the first attempt I did at printing this guy. I did actually try first of all at 2 times size, so this is the handle for the 1.75. It is actually quite a good size handle, and it's almost right with the large sword that we did, the large jungle sword. So it actually is around about the same ratio as that one. But then, as I mentioned, this is the second attempt. The first attempt ended like this. So this is the 2 times size, and as you can see, it's a little bit thicker, it's a little bit taller, and also the print failed, and it failed quite drastically. All of this stuff here was actually support material and extra sections for this part of the blade, which failed to print standing next to this thing. And yeah, it caused a whole bunch of issues and errors with this print. And then on top of all of that, this is a very, very thick print, and it doesn't actually feel very handly. It feels a little bit more, I don't know, like a club almost. It's just too thick and too dense and really wasn't going to work in terms of a good size for this print. So part of me is kind of glad that it failed, because it means I didn't try and use this thing. As you can see, it's all like chocked up with printer material and stuff in there. Yeah, so now we have this other 1.7 times version of the dagger, and I actually think this has come out quite well. There's a few small errors here and there, but I'm not going to really do too much sanding on it. I really want to get in and get this thing painted and have it looking awesome. I also did print a brand new version of the gem, and that is also looking really, really cool. Obviously, it's not going to go in here yet. It needs to go in here after we've done the paint job, so let's have a look at that. So here we are. This is kind of time for the final reveal. Right in front of me I have the jungle sword again, because I decided to do the dagger in the same colors, and I also thought it would be a good idea to show off just kind of the size difference between these two. So here we go. 3, 2, 1. Dagger! Check it out. So I've obviously done this in a similar color scheme. As I mentioned, I've got everything all glued up and glued together. So we have the blade in 2 colors, as is tradition, or as is the way these things are supposed to go. I decided to go for the silver just because that was the best kind of metallic paint that I had. And then we have green for the back of the blade, the handguard, and the pommel. We also do have the gem embedded in the end here, so this is a nice little translucent green piece of PLA, which has worked out really well. And then the handle, I decided to go simple and not cut the lines in it like I did with the jungle sword, but also, as you can see, these things line up pretty well. So the handles are around about the same size. The pommels are around about the same size, but then you have a look and you can see that the handguards, the handguard down the bottom here is thinner than the jungle sword, which is cool, and then the actual blades themselves, obviously the dagger blade is quite a lot shorter, as it should be. So there we go, that is now the Alpha 4 dagger, complete and printed large and painted up and looking just absolutely awesome. So yeah, this thing is looking really, really good, and it feels great in my hand too. So there is just enough room on this handle between the back section of the handguard here and the pommel for me to actually fit my hand in place. So this is beautiful. This is a life-size dagger. Like I said, these are around about 0.7, no, they're less than that. They're about half the size of the ones that are actually in the game, because in-game items are absolutely huge, but they are life-size and good enough for me to use and wield around the place. So there you go, that is the dagger. Sorry that this video has been a little bit shorter. The video on spray painting these bits up didn't quite come out as well as I liked it to, so just kind of left that one out of this video. yeah, so the next one, the next video is actually going to be motorizing the minecart that we did before. However, I have some stuff coming up this week, so it's not going to be able to be out next week. It will be out the week after. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this one, and I will see you in the next video.